Welcome back to Angel Angela. And as you guys can see on this topic, we're going to talk about friends. The narcissist friend. You are who your friends are. So I wanted to come in real quick, touch bases on friendships with narcissists. Because I've been seeing a lot of dead people today. It seems like everyone is resurrecting. It's actually someone on my other video, I think your name is Greg, my friend. You said that the tone of my voice is a little different. I'm always happy, by the way, guys. Like, even if I'm crying, I'm still happy. Like seriously, it's a beautiful thing, but lately I've been seeing a lot of dead people, a lot of friends, people that from my past, and it's just like look, if it was one person I saw from my past, that would be like, oh, okay. When you see two people, you're like, oh, okay. But when you see like 5, 6 people within 3 days, there's just no coincidence in that. It was like not a bad movie, but everywhere I was going, and I'm going to different places, different cities. I'm driving around. And when I'm making my moves, I keep bumping into people from my past, old friends, people from elementary school, people from high school, people that I once used to call my best friends, and even an ex. And I even was telling someone close to me about all the people, and they said, wait, you bumped into who? And I started naming them person by person, and they were like, within a couple of days. So this is why I came to touch on this subject. I should have just talked about this a long time ago, but I was thinking about it right now, and I was thinking to myself, I had a lot of narcissists in my life before I knew that they were narcissists, and I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure a lot of these survivors had a whole bunch of narcissistic friends before this, and now they're by themselves and they feel lonely, or they feel that people that claim to be their friends, they look at them and they're like, I really don't care about your compassion. I really don't care about your how are you doing. You don't care about me. That feeling, of course, but I realized how deep these people, how spiritual it is, and how these people try to come and just attack you from every single angle. And I always used to hear the term, you are who your friends are. My grandmother always said that, and I used to tell her that's not the truth. I always felt like she was just judgmental, which she is, but that is so true. You are who your friends are, because who you surround yourself with, you're going, even if you say to yourself, I'm not like that person, or I'm not going to make the mistakes that person made. They're my friend at the end of the day. I've been through a lot with this friend. I've seen them go through different things. I've seen them go into drugs. I've seen them, go lose a marriage. I've seen them lose a kid. So you say all these things, but yet this person is also backstabbing you behind your back. These are the people you call sometimes your brother or your sister, or someone you say, that you're so close to because your family isn't right. Meanwhile, you're looking for friendships. You're looking for people around you, and you're thinking these people are your friends. You put them on a pedestal, and even the narcissists at your home or the narcissists around you think you're dumb, and they also don't like your friends, and you're also thinking you're just a hater. But the thing is that they see through the narcissist too. If you're in a narcissistic relationship and you're surrounded by narcissists, they won't like each other. They'll say something like, I don't know, there's something about him, or there's something about her. It's the same thing with your friends. There's something about them. Those narcissists, they can smell each other, definitely. But a lot of times when you're with these friends, you're having the time of your life. You're having adventures. You guys are getting into stuff. You guys are meeting people. You guys are just having fun, having adventure time. We don't know what we're getting into tonight. We're just going to go have fun. We might have some drinks, and who knows what happens. And then the longer you're in these friendships with these people, you start to realize that there's always some crazy thing happening, or something happens that's dramatic, or something happens and, something dangerous. But a lot of times, somehow, we get away. We don't get in the type of trouble we thought we were going to get into, or sometimes we might. But those times where we think we could have got in trouble for that, but we didn't get in trouble for that. And you say to yourself, I'm not like my friends. I don't do the stuff they do. Sometimes I'm with them. But you really become who your friends are, because then you find yourself getting in trouble or something, and you might really didn't do anything. Or sometimes you might have did something that was nice for someone, one of your friends, and you did it, just to be nice because you really felt like they needed it. And then somehow you end up in trouble, and they kind of act like it didn't happen or it wasn't their fault, and they don't take any accountability for it at all. And if you do say something that was wrong, they end up getting mad to the point where they fight you, or they start lashing out at you, and they start telling you like all your weaknesses, insecurities as well. Or they might start talking about the stuff that you told them to someone else. Because when you have loyalty, you guys, when you're a loyal friend, there's things that you just don't do. If we stop being friends, I'm not going to start gossip and rumors and things like that, and then bring other people to come and have issues with me on top of that. Now there's multiple people coming at different angles, and a lot of times those were conversations that those narcissist friends started. And then you kind of went along with the conversation like, yeah, I don't like her too. And then later on, they're telling people everything you said, and you're wondering why people are angry or why people don't like you or what's going on. But yet everyone likes them, and they seem like they're so popular. And that's why you still want to hang around with them, because they're so popular and everyone's mean. And you're thinking, oh, people just don't like us because they're mean, because they're jealous of us. Meanwhile, you don't even know that so many people like them, so many people actually are friends with them, and they're actually wondering, when are you going to hang out with us? Why do you keep hanging out with her? And you keep telling us that she's just like the worst person to be around. And the narcissist will tell you stuff like, oh, people want to be around me. They want to be my friend, but I'm your friend. You're my best friend because we're like sisters. You're like my brother. We've been through the same stuff in life, not knowing that, not because we've been through certain things that connect us to these narcissistic friends, just because we've been through certain things together, it doesn't mean that the outcome in our empathy was the same. So as I'm bumping into all these people from my past, I realize that everything that I say, everything that I preach, that the higher power is having a funny way of telling me these things. So this is why I smile every day, you guys, because when you finally know yourself and you're connected in a deeper connection, you feel the love that is given to you, and you realize that all those times that you were with your friends, your narcissistic friends, and something bad could have happened, and There was that thrill in the moment, you know. Something bad could have happened, but it didn't happen because God was watching over you. This is when you weren't awake at all. Then, of course, you met maybe a narcissistic partner. Maybe then, you became an adult and your parents or the people around you are still just became worse and worse. And you started to really see that other families or other people don't go through that, or you might think that other people have it better than you because you don't see them go through that, but maybe they do because narcissists are really good at faking it. So you have to understand that 99% of the time, every single family in the world has narcissist people in those families. And you are one of those people who are aware, who are asking questions, who are waking up, who are starting to see, hey, there's a problem when every time I'm around you, we're always getting into trouble. We're always getting into situations. We're always meeting random people. And then later on, something happens. These narcissistic friends, they're evil. They'll sleep with your brother. They'll sleep with your family members. They'll break up family homes. They aren't your friends, They would sleep with your parents if they can. If they can be your stepmom, stepdad, they would do it. So narcissists, if you're having friends where there's always some type of drama, there's always something going on, this video is just to let you guys know to be cautious, kind of pay attention to your friends, because even though you don't do or you're not like them, you will be in situations where the universe doesn't know whether or not you are like them, and you'll start to get certain karma that those people are getting, and you'll find yourself getting into some type of trouble, and you're like, I didn't do anything, I was just riding around with you. And then they're going to blame you. It's like they murdered someone and you didn't have shit to do with it, and they're going to blame you because a detective is interviewing them. So be cautious of narcissistic people, narcissist friends. And also be cautious when you get rid of all these narcissist friends and they start popping out of nowhere. You start having certain success, you lose weight, you change the way you're living, you start traveling, you start doing things, and they start seeing those things and they're like, oh, I'm so glad you didn't end up like so-and-so, and they want to come back around and be your friend. That's just the devil. And just the devil. Don't buy Satan. Good night. So be very cautious when it comes to narcissistic friends with people who are showing you red flags, people who are who you're around, and they always seem to get themselves in some type of trouble. I've had people who, I don't judge anything that they go through. I have people who I've actually told, I'm your friend, I love you, I want the best for you, but I can't surround myself with you because I'm on this journey. And then I've had a friend actually look at me and say, your face is so clear and you just look so you're like bright, like you're glowing. And that's because when you surround yourself with those type of people, their energy, everything rubs off on you. You'll start looking older. Their drama, you'll start thinking about the stuff that they're going through. And those things will trigger certain things that you went through in your life. And you start thinking about all the negativity. And then you start putting all the negativity together. And you're like, fuck, the world is so fucked up. They're going through it. I'm going through it. We're all going through it. So yeah, cut that off. That's not how the world really is. That's just how it feels when you're surrounded with narcissistic friends and narcissistic people. It's a whole nother world. like I told you guys, like Jesus didn't have all his apostles till he left the city that he was in because no one believed in him. So a lot of these narcissistic people, if they don't believe in your dreams, if they're not helping you be a better person, and if you find yourself always having to go have lunch with them and just talk about negative things, cut them off. It's all about healing. It's all about being surrounded with people who are like you, and people who want to do better and be around better. If you don't know any good people, be that good person so that you will attract good people. God knows you're good, and that's why when you find yourself in the worst situations, or in a situation where you're like, how did this happen? Somehow there's an angel or someone that comes and helps you, and you feel it because it's true, because you're chosen, because you have something in you that has awakened. And trust in that, trusting your gut when you meet people. So I hope this message helped you guys with narcissistic friendships. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos so you can to my channel so you guys can get more videos. And don't forget to like the video, hit the thumbs up, leave your comments down below. If did you realize that after you left the narcissistic relationship with your narcissist, did you realize that you had narcissistic friends around you? Or did you happen to maybe have a narcissist friend that you brought around your narcissist, and then they kind of bonded together against you? So let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.